Special props to Now the Truth TV. Their videos they do here. Go over some stuff here. One of his videos on the Marshals. It's a couple that actually showed up in my church and was just there once and for some reason didn't want to go to our church. Maybe because they saw too many gun carriers. I don't know. Still researching this out. But they were at our church once and tried the other church where the shooting was the first time they went, and they were killed according to the news. She was promoted posthumously to Senior Master Sergeant. He said of Karen Marshall, was planning to retire from the military in the near future. Her husband, already a military retiree, was a civilian employee at Randolph that worked in the aircraft for the 12 maintenance group. Martin said the service held at Lenore Auditorium inside the Taj Mahal Administrative Complex was closed to the media and public at the request of the Marshall family. Now, this funeral or paying respects at the Taj Mahal on the Air Force Base was done on a Thursday. The shooting was on a Sunday. I would think autopsies and things had to be done. I don't know how quick they can get that done, but it just seems awful rushed that Thursday you would have this service and the shooting was Sunday and 500 people came to see this right here. Family, friends bid farewell to Scott Karen Marshall. Here it says more than 500 people turned out Thursday afternoon to pay their last respects to Scott Karen Marshall at a private funeral service held at Joint Base San Antonio Randolph. I know, like, his father was like really old and saw him on the news, like 80 something or something, I'm not sure, but he had, they have to get family to come from other states. 500 people, this big giant thing closed to the public. Just really kind of odd to me. Military connections, U.S. Department of Defense, Naval Air Station, Patuxent River Test Pilot, say Test Pilot School. I don't know what this Uber or Scott Marshall. I'm not sure. He's searching through different guys here. Asking for cash. Sunday morning while attending church service, First Baptist Church in Sutherland Springs. Friends Robert Scott Marshall, his wife Karen Marshall, lost their lives with 20 plus others. We're pulling together as a community, as co-workers, as family and friends to raise funds for the family left behind. So, I don't know, just kind of odd. Obituary searches, no Scott Marshall. I like this guy's videos. Sometimes he goes a little too fast with stuff. So I kind of want to stop here and there so people can see some of this stuff. Karen Sue Marshall, birth, death, correct. Wife to Scott Marshall, victim church shooting. Karen was to retire soon from the Air Force. Family link spouse, Robert Scott Marshall. I've seen some reports of him 56 years old, another one at 58 on a different news article, burial at Blessed Sacred Sacrament Cemetery in Poth, Wilson County, Texas. That's what he's going to go over, is he did a search with that church that runs that cemetery. I went there a little bit, and I did find that she has a grave site, and another victim there had too, but no pictures of the actual grave site. Just like their photo of the person, that's it, and a grave number or something. But I did notice on their church website they have an anti-gun policy. I know that, and I can tell you that this was a Baptist church, and these were Baptists that went to this church. And Baptists, what they believe really conflicts with Catholicism. Catholicism is a works-based salvation, and Baptists are faith-based salvation, faith on Jesus Christ. And but with all the Mason stuff I see about this First Baptist Church, who knows? Or if one of the family members, or that both of them have Catholic family members that wanted to bury them that way, who knows? But pretty weird that the Baptists would be buried at a Catholic cemetery. I verified that is the website that I went to as well. And I couldn't find anything on the calendars either, or their names anywhere on the website. I clicked everywhere I could. I noticed a lot of Knights of Columbus and that cult stuff, though. Knights of Columbus right there. I just want to stop a second and say there's a guy at work today that thinks somehow that the Antifa was behind all of this, and just people need to wake up and realize that, this Antifa stuff can just be used by our government just as a front, just so they can go send in their own assassins and do things and blame it on them. Need to wake up to that kind of stuff. They're not what they seem. Aircraft worker, aircraft mechanic, Naval Air Station, Patuxent River, studied community college at Air Force. Got normal photos. October 31st. Wife's parole. This is a Facebook page, I guess. Scott Marshall's. 29th October. Like a week before he was killed. Celebrating Dad's 85th birthday and wife's parole, laugh out loud. I mean completion of assignment. Return to Texas. Yeah, what assignment? Just like he says. Wonder what that assignment was. Moving day from North Beach, 28th October. Just a big bag and 2 small containers, she says. SMH. She's all done. Done with what? Just before about a week, 26th October, Wahoo made it, North Beach, Maryland. Now Scott Marshall going to bring my honey home in Washington, D.C. Thurgood Marshall Airport. Nothing weird about going to Washington, D.C. right before a mass murder, the worst ever, right? In a church, anyway. The trip outward, talking about dogs in local Texas here, Sutherland Springs, apparently, Liburnia, trying to give away dogs, apparently, something like that. Sunset from Sutherland Springs. Now, this is a bunch of ammo. He's basically, it's a post to his saying that Vegas is fake shooting, because this is the amount of ammo the guy would have had to haul up to the hotel, although to floor 32 or something like that. More about the dog, 16th October. Here, Sutherland Springs, 15th October, Soul Food. First Baptist Church, Sutherland Springs. Already looking at that. And I'm not sure the date that they were at my church. I need to look into that still. More calling out Vegas and kind of pro-guns apparently, but then they didn't like our church. We're very pro-gun at our church. Lots of open carry. Pro-Trump apparently. Long day back in Texas, good night. Amarillo, good night. He's going to bed in Amarillo. Does he live there? Who knows? Chilly morning, fun time to head back to Texas. Let's look at that one again. And that's United States Air Force Academy Airstrip, Amarillo, Texas. Traveling to there. Okay. Robert Marshall, Crescent Township, confirmed terrible news. Monday, his 85th birthday. His 56-year-old son Marshall. Daughter-in-law Karen Marshall among the victims. Scott Marshall's originally from Hopewell. Scott and Karen, both wonderful people. Everybody that met them loved them. They're going to be missed. Lori Youngblood. Topeka, Kansas. Ohio, 52. Age 64. Karen Sue Marshall, Possible, Ohio. Pennsylvania. Movie Biz, something with IMD here. Contribute to IMD. He's listed on IMD. Apparently, I didn't have time to verify that. Didn't do a biography on IMD. Maybe he tried to and didn't finish the count. Dallas. Something to do with lawyer. Possible lawyer alias name. Another Scott Marshall. Attorney. West Virginia, Florida. You decide this is the same guy here. I can see with a fuller beard, of course, lose a little weight, and the shady glasses. Kind of hard to tell. The nose looks a little different there. There is a likeness. Possible other aliases is a parrot found. Couldn't find more info on that. Good video overall. Just want to get that out there. People could see that. And just wanted to go over this one a little bit.
Well, investigators reportedly have video from inside the church at the time of the shooting, showing the gunman methodically executing churchgoers, shooting even children in the head. The video is said to show shooting lasting for about
Always the
7
children
minutes.
to get the
This
shock
church
factor.
routinely videotaped its services. This, as the Defense Secretary Jim Mattis says that he's ordered the Department of Defense Inspector General to investigate why the Air Force did not turn over the shooter's domestic violence convictions to the FBI National Background Check Database, which could have blocked the shooter from legally purchasing his...
You see, they want to paint all veterans as nutsos that escape from mental hospitals and are, off their rocker with, rape and whatever else, and abuse their spouses, and, make the PTSD list as long as possible so they can, stop all the vets from getting guns is a big part of this.
Or weapons, a slew of missed red flags, missed opportunities to have perhaps prevented this, including an El Paso police report detailing his escape from a mental health facility in 2012. We also now know he threatened his military superiors with death threats and tried to smuggle weapons onto an Air Force base. This is new video from one of two Good Samaritans that chased the shooter in the moments after the suspect crashed.
They make him out to be ISIS, but basically American version of it.
They are reviewing whether they mishandled a 2013 sexual assault investigation in which the shooter was a rape suspect. Apparently, the shooter, they believed, after 3 months of investigating, had moved to Colorado, and that investigation stopped. Dana?
Really interesting, Brian. What do you know about what's being done to help the victims' families at this time?
We've seen grief counselors here. They've been at vigils. They've been at schools and at homes. They've been here just trying to help this community cope with such a devastating loss.
I want to know, what is this behind here? It looks like a star and it's got a circle around it. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Is there a pentagram behind these pictures? Why is the married couple's pictures all separated too? Notice that? Why wouldn't they put family together? I don't get it.
6 faces that you see on your screen there. And then there's the emotional support canines. They have been on scene, also at schools.
It's with the moving
helping
circle
people,
with the
just
star
give
in the
some
middle.
Sort of levity, or just letting them cry with these canines.
What is that? What is this? Lutheran, Catholic, Masonic, whatever. You know,
These canines have been requested, especially by the first responders' families who showed up on the scene. Just a terrible, horrific scene, and they've been helping them. Listen.
When they saw the dogs, it was a chance for them to just pet. And as one of them said, this is the first time I smiled.
they don't need dogs to pet. They need answers. But what's our government doing here?
Open up, and they talk about
what's with the circus show?
And a key part of the healing process is to be able to talk about what you've been through.
It's just a giant scam.
Thing to do that.
Bring in dogs to pet just to distract everybody.
We also have an update for you. The 73-year-old Farida Brown was released from the hospital today. Earlier this morning, we know that we spoke to her.
I saw another video. I couldn't find it. I saw it where they had a circle. I forget the group, cult group, Islamic Circle or something was out there paying their respects at a Baptist shooting. It's just, I don't get it. You know, it's a clown show. That's all I gotta say. Here you can see basically what's they're admitting, you know, what's coming next right here. Let's listen to what this guy has to say to FBI.
There's going to be another one, and we have to prepare for that. And that's
you hear that?
First responder. There's going to be another one.
In case you didn't hear that.
There's going to be another one. And we have to prepare for that, and that's the job of first responders everywhere.
That's the FBI agent in charge of the South Texas church massacre investigation.
You're just admitting it or letting everybody know it's coming.
Austin, Texas politicians say it may be time to address the issue that for years has been too hot to handle in Texas. Reporter Alana Rocha with us. She covers the state capitol for the Texas Tribune.
Wonder what that issue is.
Possibility of a chance of success in gun-friendly Texas?
Well, you do have the senior senator, John Cornyn, who's the number 3 in the Senate, rising to the floor this week, saying he intends to file legislation, maybe not to address gun control directly, but definitely to find out what went wrong here with current law. The fact
lies, it is to take away guns, and Cornyn's behind it too.